Hey there, guys. So for those of you that have been following along with Clash of Wills, you may have heard or discovered that this week during maintenance, Gumi made an incredibly dumb move. They have nerfed the fairy dragon fight in a bad way. They have made it much harder than it was last week. So they changed the threshold to, instead of killing your party and letting you re-raise, where you can just, re-raise and continue on your day, now the threshold will not kill you. It will leave your party at 1% HP and completely debuffed, which makes recovery after the threshold enormously harder. It is a huge nerf to the fight, and the fact it's actually, I guess I shouldn't call it a nerf. It's a nerf to the player's ability to clear it. It's a much harder fight after the change, and I think it's a terrible idea for them to go ahead and change a fight middle of the event. The whole joke about setting a dangerous precedent. Well, it really is, because people that capped last week, it was a lot easier. And people that were just busy or too slow or just didn't get around to it, well, if you're capping on the second week, it's now a whole lot harder. And they put out news. The news was completely confusing. When I read it at first, I thought it said that they were going to fix it and put it back to where it was last week, so it was a fair playing field. Apparently that is not the case. They are keeping it the much harder version for week 2. So if you didn't cap it on week 1, well, you got to fight the harder version on week 2. No option at this point. That being said, it's not that much harder. Basically, instead of just re-raising your party, you've now got to recover your party, which is a lot harder to do, but is still possible to do. So, people have been asking me to basically rerun all my clears, because the videos from last week don't really apply anymore, because they're not really going to work if you don't change a few things. I'm not gonna rerun all the teams. I'm just gonna load up the last team that I did, which was the show off, 5 billion cap team. And we're gonna be doing the same clear, but we're gonna just drop Laura and bring a healer instead, because now you basically need a healer on the party to recover after the threshold. There's probably other ways to do it without a healer, but I'm gonna just add a healer. So same party, same clear. The only change is we're dropping Laura and bringing Kresnik. Oh, whoopsie. I didn't turn the modifiers on. Okay, well, we're going to get in here and we're going to do a rank 1 clear again. I accidentally entered without turning on the modifiers. That would not be a rank 1 clear. We're going to go ahead and turn on the modifiers, and then we're going to show you just, the same clear, just how to deal with the threshold, the nerfed threshold, or the more challenging threshold. So with 300% all modifiers, let's get in here and do it. And I've got my turn chart from the previous run. I made some very small adjustments because Laura is no longer here. It's fine, doesn't really matter. Okay, so we're going to, do similar to what we did before. So, the only difference is now we have Kresnik, so it'll be even easier with Kresnik. So we're going to Arcane Stimulant. We're going to, Sky is going to shift, and we're going to shifted LB. What else did we do on turn 1? We did Morale, we did Dragon Mitigation, and we did Aim. The reason for aim was because we needed morale gain. Now that Kresnik's here, we don't really need morale gain anymore. It's going to be super easy. But, whatever. We're just going to follow the turn chart. Even though the turn chart is not as optimized now that Kresnik is here, I could optimize it even more, but, whatever. I mean, it still works. So we're going to still do it. So we're going to shift Esther, and we were going to normal attack twice with her. It's fine. Chart says to do it, we're going to do it. So we're going to Provoke, we're going to True Guardian, and Focused with Chow. Okay. So let's get this in. Some attacks. I don't remember if Laura... I don't think Laura was taking any of the Cruel Phase, so this should be pretty much the same thing. Yeah, Laura was not taking the Cruel Phase in my old clear. I guess Kresnik's taking one now. Okay, whatever. Okay, so on this turn we did Chow's Limit Burst. We're going to do that again. Chow is the counter build like before. So go ahead and LB him. We're going to LB Sky, who is not available to LB. Why not? Why is Sky not available to LB? Yeah, I haven't run this for like a week. Oh, that's right. Roberta was going to fill Sky. So we're going to use Roberta and Esther. So Esther is going to Shatter Bolt 3 times. Then Roberta in the base form is going to Morale Fill. We're going to Stone Killer for the buff, and we're going to Magnus. Yeah, that Magnus will fill up. Whoopsie! I clicked Kresnik by accident instead of... My god, did I really just do that? I really just did that. Okay, so Kresnik completely wasted his turn, which is whatever, it doesn't matter. He actually wasn't even here on the original clear, so that's fine. Whoops! I should have used Kresnik to Arcane Antioxidant that turn, but I guess we're just not going to have it. It's not going to matter, because Kresnik is literally just an extra person on this clear. He is literally only here for the healing after the threshold, because you kind of need healing now. Yeah, I can't believe I did that. I clicked Kresnik by accident. Whatever. Oh, we didn't do Simon Says. Whoops. My bad. Oh well. Oh well. So we're not going to have Arcane Antioxidant the entire fight. That's not going to matter because that slot used to be Lara Croft. It might make turn 5 a little bit more risky. If I remember correctly, turn 5 was a little risky in my other clear. Oh, it was really risky in that other clear. Ugh, what am I going to do? You know, I can guard turn 5. We're going to change my... We're going to make it super safe. We're going to guard Chow on turn 5 instead. That'll make it easy. Because I messed up that resist buff. Oh well. Alright, so what are we doing on turn 3? Turn 3, Kresnik will... Oh, I was going to LB Kresnik this turn because it gives morale per turn. Okay, so if you don't mess up Kresnik's turn 2, and you don't skip his turn like a dummy, you would use Kresnik's LB this turn. Because I messed up turn 2, we're going to Arcane Antioxidant this turn, which would give us the resist buffs on turn 5. Okay, that fixes that problem. Chow is going to guard this turn, though. We're going to base form LB of Esther. We're going to LB of Sky. Roberta is going to base form LB as well. Kaito is going to shift and deep here. So I'm a little bit scattered here, but it doesn't matter because, like I said, this clear is really easy as long as you have the units. So it doesn't matter that I'm completely messing up my turns. Yeah, whatever. Alright, use a magic attack. Maybe? If I feel like it? I don't know. I might. We'll see. Ouch, my god. Chow. Calm down. Did the boss do a bunch of single target attacks on Chow when I wasn't paying attention? And that's why Chow took 1 trillion damage before he did an AoE attack and activated Chow's cover mitigation? I think he did. Ouch. Yeah, you could have used a few Mirage stacks that turn. I should have done that. I should have done Mirage stacks that turn. Yeah, I should have done Mirage that turn. You know what I could have done? Is Chow's LB on turn 3 as well. To refresh his own Mirage. That would have been a better idea. I should have done Chow's LB on turn 3 instead of guarding. That would have been less damage taken. Oh well. Again, whatever. Who cares? So Sky's going to go to the base form and just hit 3 times. Whatever. Roberta is going to go to the shift form. Oh yeah, this is the Cruel Fae turn. So we're going to Morale. We're going to Aim and Magnus. Kaito is going to... Let's see. Deadly, Natural, and Deep Submersion. Esther is going to go to the shift form and Shatter Bolt. We're like going so heavily overboard on morale fill now that Kresnik is here. But whatever. It doesn't really matter. So we're going to cover, we're going to provoke, and we're going to morale fill, so just True Guardians. Kresnik can do literally whatever. We can antioxidant, we can potion, and we can supplement, I guess? No, you know what we're going to do? We don't need potion. We're going to do antioxidant, remedy, and supplement. Because whatever. Yeah, we are massively overfilling morale with Kresnik on the party, too. But okay. Here's the Cruel Phase. You know, whatever. Not a big deal. Maybe I really should do like a brand new fresh clear with this change in mind, because this clear feels really not optimal because of the... This clear was originally designed as literally like a show-off clear, so it was like high risk, just so I could do, you know, really big damage. We're going to guard you. We're going to have... whoops. Go to the base form with Esther. We're going to Magnus and do typical things. Roberta, go to the base form, where we're going to Morale, Mega Breath, and Ignitos. Sky is going to Tyvis. Kaito is going to go to the base form, where we're going to Magnus, Downpour, and Cascade. Where's Cascade? Cascade. And Kresnik can literally do whatever. We'll just whatever again. Doesn't really matter. Okay. So we're going to burst next turn. Use a limit burst. I will be happy to, bro. So we're guarding Chow this turn, because this is a little bit of a painful turn. We do have antioxidant this time though, so it's not that big a deal. I don't think the boss used a single water attack that turn, so we got no absorption. Oh well, whatever. Okay, so turn 5. Turn 5. Oh, actually, we're not going to do that. We're going to. We'll just feel like morale again, I guess. I don't know. Oh, you know what? We're not going to die this turn. Because we're not going to die this turn, you know what we can do? We can, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to... Oh, no, because we're going to cover with Esther. Yeah, this clear was built differently. Chow, are you still countering? Dude, come on, I got things to do. Alright, well, whatever. It doesn't matter. So we're not going to die. This is the nerf. We're not going to die in the threshold. We're going to get debuffed instead. And that is the nerf they made. And it really sucks. It's much easier to just die. It's way easier to just die. But they're not letting us do that anymore. So, whatever. So, we'll do Kaito's shifted OB. You know, the usual stuff. Let's attack and magic buff. Kresnik can, like, literally do who cares? Chow can provoke cover. Whoops, that's not cover. Provoke cover and True Guardian. And the rest of these guys can just, you know, deal some damage. Alright. So we need to do 2.5 or better. We lost Laura Croft. I don't think it's going to matter. Yeah, 3.6. You know, super easy. Anyway, here's the threshold. So here is the big nerf to the fight. So instead of killing the party, we are left at very low health. And notice how we have a healing reduction that can't be gotten rid of. And that is big sad face. Alright, so... Here's where we're going to do things differently. So Kaito is going to... What are we doing with Kaito? We're going to buff decrease the boss with Unpredictable Tide. We're going to deepen Deadly. So we're going to, let's see, Deep Submersion and Deadly Stream. Sky is going to go to the base form and use Wardiga to hit the boss, or Warder, it doesn't really matter which one. Let's have, whoops. Let's have, so this is how we're changing. We're doing the threshold the same as we did before. We're going to Morale, we're going to Dragon, and we're going to Magnus. Esther is going to take over tanking. Yeah, so we don't need to raise lore. We can take that off. So we can Guardian plus Focused plus whatever, just morale fill with Chow. So we're gonna, nope, we're not doing that. We're going to True Guardian, Focus Inspiration, and then Most Loyal of Hearts with Chow. That's fine. Let's see. This is the physical damage turn. So Esther is gonna change, and actually stay in the base form with Esther so that we can heal and get percentage boosted. So let's use the healing thing. So here's the big change we made. We're going to Curasia with modifier boost. We've got Kresnik wearing Curasia gear with modifier boost. So each Curasia is healing 4,000. So that's 12,000 healing, which should be enough. And Esther is going to shift here. And we're going to Magnus, Provoke, And, whoops. I guess we're not provoking. So we're going to Magnus, Storm Guardian, and Shatterbolt. Didn't have enough LB to provoke, which is fine. It shouldn't matter, to be honest here. And it's a big barrier, so we should be fine here. At this point, because of Kresnik, we've recovered. Oh, we didn't do the mana. The mana, Simon says, stupidity. Whatever. All right, so let's see how much damage Esther is taking. We healed about 15,000 with Kresnik. Yeah, we're fine. So we took about 5,000 damage. We didn't even need Kresnik because of the barrier. So actually, this clear would have worked fine regardless. But anyway, we're going to continue doing it exactly as before. This is the... let's do accuracy up. And let's do Curasia twice with Chow to heal the party. Kresnik can... This is the Cruel Fey turn. So Kresnik... Let's go ahead and do re-raise just for safety. And let's do a double potion just in case. Sky is going to Magnus and hit the boss twice. Roberta is going to shift. We're going to morale fill. And Stone and Magnus. Yeah, I'm just following my old turn chart. That's literally all I'm doing. Kaito to the base form, where we're going to Magnus, Downpour, and Infusion. And Esther, let's go ahead and do the attack or the defensive spirit buff. Esther can triple Shatterbolt. We'll do Energizing Blending because Shatterbolt's not ready. Anyway, there you go. And we'll kill the boss next turn. Super easily. We've been healed up back to full from our healer and Chow, etc. There you go. And kill time. Let's go to the base form with you, where we're going to... Oh, your thing's not ready. Let's Mega and double Mystic. We will LB with Sky. Come on, Sky. Come on, Sky. Irritating. Alright, let's go ahead and do an LB with Sky. Let's do an LB with Kaito. Chow can shift and support chain with Extreme Nova. Esther can... Oh! Esther can't LB. Uh-oh. Because no one's doing Bolting Strike this clear. Well, we'll do that first. And then Kresnik can just like potion, antioxidant. I didn't mean to do remedy, but whatever. Attack and magic buff. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that should kill the boss. Yeah, we got him. Okay. I guess we could have kept Esther in the tank form just in case. This was a magic turn, so whatever. Anyhow, there was the clear. You know, whatever. Okay, so I'll show you the gear, but it's pretty much the same thing as my other clear. There we go, perfect score with the nerf. Whoops, go back. Here's the damage breakdown. Esther was tanking, so Kaito, Roberta, and Sky carried it. We dropped Lara Croft for Kresnik. Now that clear was, oh hey, Do I want another ticket or a red pro? No, we'll keep the same. We'll keep the same thing. I really don't need red pearls anymore, but whatever. Anyhow, so yeah, we still overcapped by 1.5 billion, something like that. Anyway, Chow in the shift form is basically the same thing. I'm not going to go over it a ton because we went over all this in the first video. Look for my 4.7 show-off video if you want to see the specifics of all this. Counter build, Divine Chow, and there it is. Base form Esther is just damage. Again, I just loaded the old party and didn't really change anything. Shift form is built for bulk, so she can tank in phase 2. Kaito base form is just whatever, some bulk, and then shift form is built for damage in both phases. We dropped Lara and brought Kresnik. Truth be told, I don't think that was even necessary. I think because Esther is so bulky, and we did a 15,000 point barrier anyway. We didn't even need to drop lore. We could have done the exact same clear, literally no changes, and it should have still worked fine. But you get the idea. So the thing is, when you're updating these clears from last week, if you're dying after the threshold, drop a DPS and add a healer, and then just heal your party back up. So Kresnik, to heal even more, we gave him Enormous Spirit. We gave Tome of Lakshmi for the modifier boost, this boost modifier of healing skills. And then we gave him Tranquil Healing. It does the same thing. It boosts modifier of healing skills. And then instead of Potion, we literally used Curagia. Curagia heals more than Potion. It also gets modifier boosted. So with a triple cast Curagia, we healed for like 15,000 from Kresnik. And that basically dealt with the threshold. 50% evasion or better because, you know, phase 1. And then shift form is geared pretty much identical. Some LB fill. And then Roberta, base form, you know, damage. This is all the same as before. I didn't really change anything. Shift form is built for bulk. There we go. Sky, base form, built for auto casting. Type is a spirit. Shift form is built for damage versus the boss's races. And that was the clear. Okay. So for my other clears, if you're using them, same concept, just if you're dying after the threshold, either add a big barrier or add a healer to the party, adjust the actions to get some heals in, or the best option, write an email or a ticket to support and ask them why in the flippin' hell did they nerf the fight in the middle of the event. They literally nerfed the fight for the second week, and that was the worst decision they could have ever made. And if enough feedback goes in, maybe they'll change it back. And then all the videos from last week will be a lot more valid. Anyway, see you next time.